Hi everyone, it's Molly. Before I let you get into round 48, it's been a minute, so I wanted to let you know a couple of things. Number one, this episode was recorded over a month ago, so it's going to feel old. And number two, we are back, so we will return again next week and the week after that and the week after that for our weekly episodes. We look forward to that and hope you enjoy round 48.
Secret tonight, he just grabs his sash and tears it off and fights in his underwear.
Fatality.
Hey, welcome back to this week's episode of Wake Up 3. This is round 48, and we are your hosts, Molly
And Cam, and this is a fighting game podcast from a couple who loves fighting games.
That is right, and Cam has the mix-up again this week.
That is also right. And as Season 1 of Street Fighter 6 just ended, we're all wondering what the DLC is going to look like in Season 2, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I am too. I'm going to have you create a hypothetical Season 2 roster out of categories that I've created.
Oh, okay.
So I've got a big, a boss, a girl, and a guest.
Okay.
So for the big, are you going to choose Hugo or Abigail?
I gotta go with Hugo there.
Okay, fair
Third
enough.
strike representation.
Fair enough.
All right, I've got one of the people on to season 2 so far, so I hope everybody is happy with my choice.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's go with a boss.
Okay.
Bison or Sagat?
Sagat.
Okay, why is that?
I just think he would be more interesting to have than Bison. I'm not the biggest fan of Bison.
Okay,
Or
fair enough.
Dictator. Whatever.
Gotcha. Well, what about a girl, Makoto or Sea Viper? Two characters that haven't been around since 4.
That's a tough one because those are two... I feel like those are two pretty good choices. Personally, I would probably lean towards Makoto.
Okay. Is that for the third strike representation?
Yeah.
And then for guest, I've got Johnny Cage or Heihachi Mishima.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Johnny Cage or Heihachi Mishima.
Jeez. Well, it's tempting to say Heihachi just because of there would already be a connection with Akuma.
Right.
However, don't you just want it to happen? Don't you just want Johnny Cage? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
it's up to you.
Maybe I'm wrong there. I'm just trying to think, like, what will each of them add to Street Fighter?
Midoriya. Am I wrong?
But you know what?
Yeah.
How fun would it be to be able to just like switch Johnny Cage to Japanese? Like, you can't
That would be pretty fun.
do that I know of. Just for the novelty of it, I'm going to say Johnny Cage because I feel like that's way less likely to ever happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
but
would agree.
That would be pretty wild.
Just imagine,
So.
like, drive, rush, nut punch, drive, rush,
Oh,
nut punch,
dear
drive, rush, nut
God.
punch. Your answers were Hugo, Sagat, Makoto, and Johnny Cage.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Is that too much punching?
I think it's
A lot of power hits.
I honestly think it's a pretty wild pack. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a fan of Hugo, but I'm not a fan of Bison either. I just wanted to pick a big because we haven't received one yet. I thought it was fair. I wanted to just kind of have a little theme. Big, boss, girl, guest.
Well, very nice.
Yeah.
I hope everyone likes your hypothetical season 2 cast.
That you decided on.
Yeah. Yes, that I voted on.
And there is a reason that I went with this mix-up. It was the initials. GG, baby. So.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so there's that.
So we are foregoing the usual weekend fighting games and kind of just jumping right into our episode. So a lot has happened since we last chatted. And we wanted to start with the Street Fighter 6 Season 2 patch, the Akuma patch.
Yes.
His release, and also the costume 3s, because we left off last we spoke with some thoughts on what we thought we might get.
Yeah, we didn't know what they were at the time.
Right.
And they weren't exactly what we pictured, but still good nonetheless.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But let's start with the patch and Akuma.
Yeah, let's do it. So, obviously Akuma is out. The final Season 1 character releases on the day that Season 2 begins. Mm-hmm. How do we feel about that?
Pretty good, I think, right?
Yeah, I think...
Is that a bad thing?
I don't know. I guess... When else are you going to start Season 2, right? Like, that's the end of Season 1.
I like it.
Season
it's
2 starts
prompt.
immediately. Yeah, it is prompt. Yeah. It's good. I saw some people saying, like, oh, that's kind of weird. It almost feels like he's the first character of Season 2 because Season 2 is just starting.
You, on the other hand, are playing a little bit of Akuma.
Yes.
Or you wanted to.
I've been playing here. I've been playing him a little bit here and there, but I've been kind of switching back and forth between people. I've been playing a little bit of DeeJay and I think more Jamie than anyone else actually so far.
Yeah, I have heard a lot of palm strikes in the air recently.
It's so fun. It's so fun. One of the Season 2 updates was making Heavy Palm Plus, and that just makes me want to use it all the time.
Major.
It's pretty great. It's awesome. So far, the most difficult character to deal with is actually Akuma because of how oppressive he can be. Mm-hmm. And the ones that don't let you drink are the ones that are the hardest to deal with. But
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that can be said across the whole cast.
Right.
He just feels like he's so fast and so aggressive.
Overall, Akuma as a character and the things that he is capable of, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
I would venture to say that he's the best Shoto in the game right now, but some have said that post-patch, Ryu is actually the number one Shoto.
Yeah, I've also seen a lot of Ken downplay, like, oh, he's the worst Shoto in the game now. He's like bottom 5 in the game. How? He didn't really change that much, did he? I feel like he's still pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's just the extra focus on Akuma right now, and all the Kens are trying to go unnoticed. Like, yeah, just look at Ryu. He's really, really good.
Yeah, look at all of Ryu's buffs. Look at what he can do now. But speaking of this patch in general, a lot of characters have been positively affected. The way they're doing the patch should be discussed, I think, because it's a bit different. The way they're doing this patch is more of, we're going to buff the moves that are underused and kind of nerf the overused things. So,
right.
Over time, you're going to get a very good feeling game, I think, because all of your buttons are going to be really useful.
Right.
And that feels good, right? You want to press.
Yeah, definitely. I want to be able to use all of my buttons and decide which ones that I favor for myself, not just focus on the ones that are
the best,
naturally better than the rest. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I do like it. I like the direction they're going in. A lot of characters got nerfed in some way. Like, I know that Luke's crouching medium punch got nerfed a bit, but he also got buffed in other ways. So I feel like Luke fans are still eating pretty solid right now. Right now, though, as DeeJay, I'm a little bit bummed out because he got nerfed in a lot of ways, and I'm not really seeing any of the buffs. I don't know that he got any of the buffs that other people got, so I'm seeing a lot of people talk about him being, like, one of the worst characters in the game, and that's kind of disappointing because, I don't know, I just feel like DeeJay deserves to be better than that. Yeah, he deserves to be better than that.
I agree. When the game first came out, DeeJay was really exciting. And I feel like it was really his time to shine there.
Definitely. Yeah. He was the one that was like, yeah, this is the character I'm going into on launch day. And yeah, it's kind of a bummer to see him drop so hard. And I feel like I don't know exactly what it is, but I can feel a difference in him as well. Part of it is lost combo routes, lost damage on certain things. They did buff his level 1 super a little bit because I feel like it was kind of trash before, but beyond that, they didn't really buff a lot of his stuff. It was just all nerfs across the board. Kind of a bummer.
That's sad. That's unfortunate. But you can maybe look on the bright side a bit because they also Capcom announced that they'll be doing patches more frequently in Season 2. How do you feel that's gonna go? in season 2 of Street Fighter 6.
I think it's exciting. I think
so.
it's something new, and it should keep things a little bit fresher throughout the season and throughout the Pro League. I feel like it's exciting. I'm looking forward to more updates. I prefer the several times a year path. Probably no more than like quarterly. I think I'm looking forward to it because you'll be able to immediately have like, oh, this character isn't working. Let's do something different.
And next is the costume 3. We last left off with some pretty wild speculations on what Akuma might be wearing. And I had said that I would purchase Akuma if he was given the Urian thong. However, he was given something a little bit different. And Cam really likes this costume.
I do.
I like it too.
I really enjoy this outfit. It's something that I feel like I don't really see amongst most of the Akuma players. I feel like they're usually just either default or occasionally the nostalgia one with the white hair. I never see the default. But yeah, I love the outfit 3. That's the one I use like exclusively at this point. It's got an Oni mask with the horns coming out. He's got little sandals, and there you go. But it's mostly just about the Oni mask. I dig it. I think it's really cool, and it comes in a lot of good colors.
There is a bonus to it, though, honestly, and this is coming from somebody who has not purchased Akuma. I didn't get the Urian thong, but in certain moves I did. So
Yeah.
Akuma does serve some cheek here.
Yeah, that's right. And some of his kicks, he raises his legs up really high, and you can see some booty cheeks.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
kind of exciting.
it's under there. Maybe there will be like a secret code where you can like rip off the sash. And
I
it's
hope
just
so.
the
Yeah,
thong.
yeah. I hope there's another secret taunt in the game that people haven't discovered yet. Where once he sits down, instead of doing the onigiri taunt, maybe he'll just stand back up and tear off his clothing and reveal that he's just wearing a little thong underneath. Secret taunt. He just grabs his sash and tears it off and fights in his underwear. I'm in.
We're halfway there already with all these kicks, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But I guess apparently I didn't know this, but I guess things like that have been a thing in past Street Fighters. So, stay hopeful.
Yeah,
you never know what
Street Fighter V
secrets
did
are going to come to Street Fighter 6. So, other outfit 3s, though, I don't know if we really talked about what we thought other people were going to be in that episode. But Ed is looking... I haven't seen... Let me just say, I have not seen anybody wearing this skin.
I've seen one.
Ed is...
One or two.
I don't want to hear it. That's fake. Those people aren't real. Ed is wearing his little Street Fighter 5 outfit. His little Neo Shadaloo. Tiny cap.
Yeah.
So I think that's lame. But moving on.
They did give him like a black overcoat over the top of it, so it looks a little bit better. I don't think it's...
Like he's really becoming a leader.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as the one in 5, but I feel like overall it's just a stupid costume.
I agree.
It gives him Hitler Youth vibes, and that's not what I want in a fighting game character.
Yeah, that's not what I want, period. So I don't want to see that.
Right.
If I was playing Ed, not for me.
Not it.
No.
Nope. That's a no buy.
No, I'm just going to be wearing my little gym shorts or whatever, my hood up. That's it.
That's it.
Let's move on to gym shorts. Speaking of gym shorts, let's talk about Rashid in his athletic parkour gear.
I don't want to.
I don't want to either, but we have to. We have to. So this sucks.
Yeah, this outfit sucks. The only good thing about it is the hat, but the whole rest of it sucks, so I still wouldn't wear the thing. It's like weird athletic wear. Like, who would actually purchase this athletic wear?
It looks a lot better if it didn't have the top on it. But anyway.
You want to see him shirtless.
No, I mean.
Aki,
though, has the best one.
Yeah, let's save the best for last year. And Aki, she looks great. Mm-hmm. I think we did talk about hers a little bit, because I kind of predicted that she was going to go Fang-like, maybe.
No,
or
you wanted her to
whatever.
be a mummy.
What?
You were hoping she would be a mummy.
Okay, well, yeah, you're right.
And you
right.
wanted Akuma to be a businessman in a suit. You forget?
I did forget. Mummy Aki would have been cool. Anyways, she didn't get the Fang hat, but she got like a nice purple outfit just like him. It's Got like the weird fitting, loose sleeves, loose bell-bottom pants and all that. And then like circular glasses, these sunglasses that just look so nice. They tie it all together.
Yeah. And her hair is different. She has a short haircut instead of the usual very wide mushroom top.
Yeah, I was thinking, what are you going to call this thing?
Yeah. But it's just short, very short, shaved sides almost, I feel like. Blonde hair still. Yeah. Blondish white.
I like it.
And yeah, this is my favorite costume 3 of Season 1's DLC. I think it's really good, and if I was playing Aki, I would be really excited about having this skin because it's so different from anything she has so far, and it's on brand to the character. Definitely. So it's like 2 thumbs up from me.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
It's nice. It makes me want to buy the character, which I haven't done yet.
Honestly, same. Like remember like several episodes back when we were like, we still don't have Aki. We may never have Aki. Like, you know. So now we're like, let's buy her for costume 3.
Yeah, let's learn Aki because costume 3 is tight.
So, with that, we can move on to something a little bit different that maybe you didn't see coming. But another game came out, right?
Yeah, it came
another
out.
Fighting game?
Yeah, it came out on the 27th, so that would have been Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that I've only played so far. This is something that you may not have interest in yet.
Maybe he's talking to me.
Yeah.
Not you.
Not you guys. I'm looking directly at Molly because she has never been a fan of platform fighters, and typically neither am I. But I kind of like the idea of multiverses just because of how random the characters are. And yeah, that's the game that we're going to be talking about for a minute here. So Multiversus came out. Kind of exciting. It's been like 2 years. It's free to play. And that being said, you only get a couple of characters to start. There's like 4 trial characters. Those are Wonder Woman, Bugs Bunny, LeBron James, and Finn from Adventure Time. So you get those 4. Plus, I think everybody starts with Shaggy. So I already had him to start with. Beyond that, if you played in the beta to begin with, you also get 2 free characters in Jason and Banana Guard. So that's the one that was actually most exciting to me, Jason. And that's who I'm playing right now. I like the way he feels in the game. Feels like he's just a big, heavy tank. And a lot of his moves are armored. And it feels like so far, the people that I'm playing against don't really know how to play against armored moves. So I don't know if that's something that hasn't been featured in the game before. Like I said, I'm not a platform fighter connoisseur, I guess I would say.
So did this game come out then?
You
said it. Okay.
It's officially out.
Okay.
Yes.
So before it was out and won Fighting Game of the Year in the year that it came out. I'm doing air quotes.
Right.
Only to later reveal, thanks for participating in our beta, everyone.
Yes, and I found out there's a reason for that.
Oh, okay.
The reason being is they didn't expect the insane level of success that it received. They thought it was going to be a lot smaller, because remember when like Nicktoons Brawl came out?
No,
exactly.
No.
Okay, so that was another Smash game. So that was Nickelodeon characters. It's by this company called Player First Games, which I've never heard of either. Mm-hmm. But they didn't expect the insane level of success and the amount of people to play it as it did, and the server started overloading. The very small group of people that were working on it became overworked, and they just kind of eventually decided, we have to take this thing offline because we can't keep up with the people that are playing a game. So that's what they did. It turned out it was just a surprise beta, because I think originally they were just going to keep it online for good. It went offline that year, and 2 years later, it's back. I honestly don't know if I would have re-downloaded the game on relaunch, but Jason brought me in, and I'm kind of happy about that, because he's got all the moves you would expect. He's got the sleeping bag. You put him over the top and you smash the person around or throw them off the stage. He's got an axe. He's got the machete. He's got all the things you would expect. So I like that you can fight Jason versus Bugs Bunny or LeBron or for some reason Gizmo from Gremlins. So yeah, that's kind of the excitement of that, is just the crossovers. Will I continue to play it? I don't know. I will for a little bit. But yeah, I suppose that's it for now. The game is still, like I said, it's only been out for a couple of days. So I'll continue to play it for
at least a week or so. We'll see how it goes, but I don't know. We'll see if I can convince Molly to join me. I think that's going to be where the fun really comes in, because it's supposed to be 2v2, and right now I just keep getting mashed up with people that don't know how to jump. I got mashed up against a team earlier today, and it was a team that definitely knew what they were doing with each other, and my teammate was someone that didn't know how to jump, so they just walked off the level 3 times in a row and we lost.
Yeah, I may have to step in. So,
Yeah. I really need you here.
Stay tuned for an update there.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll want to know how this goes.
Oh, yeah.
But moving on to more things that I'm sure you'll want to know how they went was our first to 5 that we've been talking about for so many weeks now.
Yeah.
Between my Lily and Cam's DeeJay. We finally did that, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it.
It was a little bit nerve-wracking playing in front of a group of people. That's something we've never really done before, I guess. I think it went well. I feel like my nerves, I was able to shake them off a little bit. But that being said, you still kind of controlled the pace of the fight for the most part.
I was nervous too. We played our first to 5 just undistracted. Aside from, I could sometimes look to the other room if I wanted to,
right,
and see Cam. I feel like I just kind of relied on all of my practice that I'd been putting in. You know, I just kind of fell back on that. Even though I was nervous, like I just went to work, tried to win, and it paid off. Should we share our results?
Yeah. So it was a first to 5, and you won 5-2. I can't help but wonder if the fact that you only practiced Lily for the last 2 months and I played like 3 different characters had anything to do with it. Because I really didn't focus on DeeJay the way I probably should have.
You really didn't stay on just DeeJay, whereas I was very much solely focused on Lily, especially in the last few weeks.
I think for me, part of it was like, well, Akuma comes out in a week, so I'm like not even going to play right now, and then I'm going to play him. But oh wait, 3 days later, we have to do our match. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't focus the way I guess I should have. I'm not going to make any excuses on it. You outplayed me for sure. It's just one of those things where like I can't help but just think back on it and think, if I did practice a little bit more than I did, or if I would have focused my time spent on playing all these different characters just into DeeJay, then maybe I would have been able to give you a little bit more of a challenge. I feel like overall, I mean, we still did pretty solid.
Yeah, I
put on a little bit of a show.
I think we did. I guess I wonder if it's interesting to see people that play each other all the time like us. I don't know if you can tell when you're watching that or if you just wouldn't know. Actually, both of the undercard matches of the night were people that know each other, so yeah. That was pretty cool. A cool little
I feel like that makes it exciting.
But yeah, I also have a theory as to why I did so well, is that I was unfortunately the only one to make faces prior to the match. You know how much I love this about Street Fighter 6. I love to make the faces.
Yeah, I messed up.
And I feel like it gives you an edge.
I think so. I had set the controller down for a second. I don't know what I was doing.
Crazy. Yeah, I even had, at that point, I did call to the other room, like, you gotta make the faces, and you didn't do it in time.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I didn't do it. No. So that might have had something to do with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I do think there are quite a few times like in these fights where there's some fun things that happen.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I know we're definitely at our lowest level in Street Fighter. Like it's our greenest game, our greenest fighting game. I was saying to Cam, like, watching this match back later is going to be a lot of fun because it will be very similar to how we view our like earliest MKX clips that we saved that we thought were so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just a lower level, just less knowledge, less experience. And that's where we're at now with Street Fighter, is that realization that like this is the game we want to put the most time into and like get good. So right. I think it's exciting.
Yeah, it really is. it's a good time because, I mean, right now we still have a long way to go. I mean, we're obviously way better than we were a year ago when the game launched.
Definitely.
But,
Definitely. You don't even want to see what we were doing back then.
like you said, it's our greenest game in terms of fighters. I can't wait to see where we are next year.
Definitely. That's going to be really exciting. Like at the end of season 2, what's our Street Fighter journey going to look like, and who will we be, really into then if it's not the same people we're talking about now. But for me, I'm looking forward to just continuing with Lily. I still want to get her to gold. I'm at silver 3. Also, with the patch though, I am looking forward to playing other characters still, and
definitely.
It's going to be exciting to do my next placement matches as a character and see how much better I place compared to before.
Right.
That'll be a fun thing to watch the progression on, I think.
Oh yeah, it'll be much higher than before.
Yeah, I haven't done so hot with that in the past, but yeah, I'm hoping that will reflect experience as well the next time I do one of those. So.
I think so. I think going forward for me, I'm putting DeeJay on hold a little bit for now. Right now I've got him in gold 4. I do want to try to get him to platinum eventually, but I also want to get back to Jury. Only thing is with her, I've decided I'm not going to play her anymore until I get 3 characters to gold. So I've got her and DeeJay at gold, and right now I'm trying to get Jamie there. As soon as I get Jamie there, I'm going back to Jury. So
cool.
Yeah, that's
fun.
That's my goal right now. And then once I go back to Jury, I'm just going to try to full-time her all the way to platinum and just see how it goes.
Yeah, I think after I get Lily to gold, it would be fun to bring someone else up a rank and see. I don't know. But I think the only other person I have in ranks right now is Marisa.
Okay. Do you think you'll go with her once you get Lily to gold? Get Marisa there too?
But hold on, let me just say, if anyone listening has heard me talk about playing Jamie before, that wasn't me. I used to play Jamie on Cam's profile.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
didn't start playing on my own profile until I played on the PS4. Sorry.
So you...
Sorry.
I was going to say, so you tanked my JB rating, but
Yep.
I don't want to call
No,
you
it's true. It's true. So, and it's funny because I also started my Lily journey on Cam's profile, and it looks bad. He was looking at all of his character percentages, his win rates.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Jamie one should be higher for sure, but it's not.
The Lily one shouldn't even be there because
No.
I haven't played her.
No,
but,
and it's pretty gross too.
That's okay.
I hope mine looks better than that.
I'm sure it does. I feel
Anyway.
like you've improved quite a bit in the last 2 months. You've put the work in.
I haven't spent as much time actually trying to better myself as a character than I have as Lily.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a little bit of a journey.
I think my thing with DeeJay is I embraced the character too much and I was just vibing a lot. You know what I mean? I was vibing so hard for the last 2 months that I focused less on practice and more on vibes.
Okay, so you were doing like method acting.
I think so. I was really just taking the character in. I'm like, I'm all vibes. I'm just not even gonna worry about it, and it didn't work out too well.
Well, I mean, hey, I think we were just in the days leading up to this, we were just saying to each other occasionally, like, I hope this goes pretty evenly, because normally when we always do first to fives when we fight each other, and they usually are pretty neck and neck. And I feel like most of the matches in this first to 5 were that way, where it was like this could be anyone's round until the very last.
Yeah.
And they were always like 3 rounds.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But when we do first to 5s, they're usually close. And so every day leading up to it, we were like, I hope it's close. I hope we don't like dunk on, I hope one person doesn't really just, I hope it doesn't go like 5-1 or 5-0. So I think 5-2 is, it's not the best. 5-3 and more would be best.
Yeah, but I feel like the 5-2 honestly sounds worse than it actually was, because they were all good matches, and I could have taken any of those, if I had maybe made one more correct decision.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
Oh well, you live and you learn.
Yeah, and they one fun thing is that prior to the match they show like some stats where you don't typically do well as DeeJay against Lily, and
Yeah.
mine showed that I did like okay against DeeJay. So
You had a pretty solid rating against
Yeah.
him. I think it was like 66%.
yeah, it
And
was.
mine was like 30% or something.
I think yours was like 20 something. It was like really low.
I struggle against Lily. I don't know what it is.
We were asked prior to the first to 5 like some intel on how we feel about the matchup, and I said that I don't normally do well against DeeJay, so I was honestly surprised that it said 66% or whatever.
Yeah, and for me, I feel like I said the opposite. I was like, I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I'm just vibing.
Yeah, yeah.
All I'm saying is I'm looking forward to a rematch.
And who knows who you'll be playing.
Yeah, I might pick somebody else. I might go back to DeeJay. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Maybe in the next patch, I'll play DeeJay again.
Right. Well, there
We'll
are
see.
certainly some more things that we could talk about today,
Yes.
but we're going to save those for our next episode. We will see you then for round 49.
Yep, look forward to it. I know I do.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Wake Up 3. You can follow along on Twitter at Wakeupthreepodcast, and you can find me, your host, Molly, on Twitter at Concut, KAHNKUT. Cam, where can we find you?
I am on Twitter at Big Ruck Online. This is Wake Up 3, signing off.
Bye.
And beyond that, what the hell do I say?
This is Wake Up 3.
Oh, yeah, Jesus.